Hello Leos, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your no contact love reading and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading, scheduling personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course. All of that is in the description box below for you. Now while I get your cards ready, I do want to let you know that I have a special going for you. It is a person on your mind recorded video reading for $22.22, and everything that you need to know about what is covered in the reading or how to schedule that, all of that is posted on the community page for you, or my emails in the description box below. All right, Leo, let's take a look at the current energies of the person you are in no contact with, their current energies towards you. All right, for their overall energy towards you, I see the Five of Wands, which is your energy, Leo. So to me, that does say that you are in this person's energy field. So whether that is, that they are thinking a lot about you, that they are feeling a lot about you, I do feel like you are in their energy. We're going to go ahead and get what the challenge out is as well. We have the Eight of Cups as a challenge. Leo, for some of you, I do feel like this person could have a lot going on. A lot of external circumstances or situations, whether it's conflict, whether this could be, conflict with other people, family, work, money. I just feel like there's quite a bit going on for this person. And I definitely do feel that they could have allowed whatever was going on in their life to negatively impact themselves, but also this connection. For some of you, I do feel like this person could have pulled their energy back. They could have walked away here in the past because of whatever conflict they were, dealing with, because of everything that was going on, or because they felt like it, everything they had going on was impacting the connection in a way that wasn't good for either one of you. For some of you, if it's not that they have a lot going on, it could just be that there was some kind of significant conflict between the two of you in the past, whether it was an argument, whether it was a fight, whether it was a specific challenge, that was just very difficult to get past. And I do feel like this person could have walked away. Now, for some of you, maybe you walked away because of that, but for a lot of you, I feel like it was them. And that's what's showing up here as the challenge. So with this Eight of Cups card showing up as the challenge one, I do feel like somebody revisits this a lot, okay? Whether they're revisiting the situation that took place between the two of you, or whether they are revisiting, everything that happened leading up to and them walking away, or an ending, or even just revisiting that decision. Did I make the right decision? Now, sometimes that can come up as maybe wanting to return, but feeling some resistance around that. Now, whether that's because whatever the issue was is still an issue, maybe they're still dealing with a lot, maybe that conflict is still there, maybe they're not quite sure if they're able to. We are going to have to kind of keep going and see what comes up. We're going to take a look now at this person's feelings for you. We have the Four of Swords. Yeah, you know what this is kind of feeling like to me? I do feel like somebody's having a hard time with this ending here, maybe still with other things that are going on, but you feel like they're peace. And I definitely feel like somebody is very aware of that right now and really missing that right now. They could feel like there has been, what is that expression? Sometimes the silence can seem so loud, and I definitely feel like that, where this person is really feeling the silence between the two of you here. They do feel like in the past, maybe they should have been more grateful for that sense of peace or that sense of home that they found with you. And especially for those of you where they feel where this person is taking a lot of stuff onto themselves and feeling like, their issues created, a lot of conflict here within the connection. This person does feel like they should let you heal. So this person could know that they have caused you pain in the past. The way you are being viewed by this person, we have the Justice. This person could feel like things... I'm getting a couple different messages, to be honest, with that Justice energy. Sometimes the Justice card is cause and effect, and it's something is the way that it is because of past choices, decisions, behavior. So somebody could be just seeing that, this Leo is the way that they are with me right now, or the dynamic is the way that it is between the two of us right now because of these things in the past, or my choices or my actions or my behaviors in the past. I do also feel like for some of you, you could have always been very... I'm getting it two kind of ways, so just take it how it applies for your situation. But for some of you, you could have always just been very direct and upfront and honest with this person, and they could be viewing you that way, as somebody who always had good intentions towards them, somebody who was always upfront and honest with them. I also do feel here, maybe you were always willing to, forgive. Maybe you were always willing to kind of work on things, and they could view you that way too. Their intentions, we have the World card. I feel like, especially for those of you where this has been something that's been kind of on and off, I do feel like this person could be recognizing certain past choices and past actions, like certain patterns and cycles. And I do feel like they're wanting to avoid repeating things from the past, especially if this is something that's, like I said, has been very on and off again, because they do look at you as something as this had been very difficult for you. They do look at this as you were always good to them, or you always had good intentions with them. And they do also feel that, that sense that maybe you are trying to heal, or maybe that you have a lot to heal from because of this connection. So with this World energy here, I really do feel like they are not wanting to kind of, they're wanting to close out that cycle. They're not wanting to repeat and put you through anything else, especially if that Five of Wands, especially if the conflict that was still especially if the conflict is still a conflict. I hope that you guys know what I mean there. Their next actions and behaviors towards you, we have the Moon card. I feel like there is a lot that this person is thinking and feeling that they are keeping to themselves. So you may not, be aware that you are so in this person's energy. And we talked about that right at the beginning of the reading with that Five of Wands coming up as their overall energy, right? And I do feel like this is still really affecting them. And maybe you can't see that. Maybe you're not, like I said, if you're not in communication with this person, you may not be able to see how affected by this situation they are. So they may appear unaffected or unbothered, but they may appear that maybe they're just moving on from it, but that's not the case. I definitely do feel like this is one of those few times when, we see people that just genuinely aren't being selfish. And it looks like this person knows that whatever the issue was is still an issue here. And they see what it's put you through, and they see that you have been very good to them, and that you just kind of don't deserve to continue to be put through whatever this cycle has been. So it's almost like this person is making a decision to not do what they've done in the past. So maybe in the past when they got this urge to, miss you and be around you, and craving that sense of peace and home that, we saw that they feel when it comes to you. Maybe in the past they would always, find their way back in. But now it feels like they're trying to deliberately do something different. It's like they're recognizing that pattern, and they're seeing that the obstacle is still the obstacle, and it's wanting to do something different. And with this Moon energy here, I feel like there's quite a bit coming up for this person, because sometimes the Moon can talk about, the subconscious and things kind of coming up here. I do feel that But I also feel like this is them kind of keeping things hidden or keeping things to themselves. And I don't mean that in a secretive way. I'm just more mean that, like, you know what, no, I'm not going to reach out. I'm going to feel the things that I'm feeling. But I'm going to keep it to myself. So I don't see any action outwardly from this person, but I think this is a confirmation. You know, if you felt like this person was still affected by the situation with you, I feel like this is a confirmation of that. So the signs I'm seeing for you, I see Leo, Pisces, Libra, all the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. You get more Pisces energy. Pisces season could be very significant for some of you guys coming up. But that is what I have for you. I do hope that it helps. Even if I did not mention a specific sign, the reading definitely can still resonate for you. But that is what I have for you. I hope it helps. If you want personal prayers for any reason, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.